Hi, I'm Michelle Kincade, and we're here at the swing thing, the Halloween swing thing in Thousand Oaks. We're going to show you what we did in the intermediate class on Friday. And here to help me do this is Lisa Kay. Yay! Yeah! Actually, the first thing we did was a turn exercise. So Lisa's not here to help me. The first thing we worked on learning how to prep the body for turns, and we went 1, 2, prepping the body this way with the whole left side leading in order to turn left, 3 and 4, and then prepping the body with the right side forward to do 5 and 6, learning how to do turns to the right. So I'm going to just do it facing the camera so you get an idea of what it looks like. So you're going 1, prep the body here, do a turn, 3 and 4, prep the body here to do a turn, 5 and 6. And that's what we started with first for both leaders and followers to learn how to get that whole left side forward and prep that turn. Now, I'm going to ask Lisa to come back out and help me show you what we did in the actual class itself. We started off with something pretty basic, two-handed tuck and turn to hammerlock position, 6 count, and then we ended exiting her just a double turn, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Then we took it up a step and we added an inside turn followed by an outside turn, still a 6 count. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. At this point, guys, you can either lead her back on the count of 1 or you can lead her to step forward. Either way is correct. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, ending up in that same double turn exit. Then we added, after that, we made it a little bit more difficult, and we added a wrap with a snapback that went 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, coming out to face your partner. So on that one of the things that I pointed out in class, guys, was that when you're turning the ladies and you're bringing the hand down, add a little added pressure. So ladies, when you feel that pressure, you've got to match the pressure, and that's what causes you to wrap up in this position right here. At that point, guys, you're going to use leverage to snap her out into the 7, 8 back into dance position, and it works great. The last thing we did, was that fun thing over the head. Oh, that one, where we went 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. From here we did a basic basket whip or sweetheart whip. It's called a lot of different things that went 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. One of the key things on that step, guys, was when you bring the hands around, you want to do one hand at a time so each hand shows up. So you're going 1, 2, 3 and 4, one hand at a time. Then you're doing 5 and 6, one hand at a time. 7 and 8, again, one hand at a time. Going from here, we did basic basket, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. I'd like to thank Lisa for helping me, and thank you guys for joining me in Intermediate West Coast Swing. Hi, I'm Michelle Kincade, back to show you what we did in the whips class on Saturday here at John Wheaton's Halloween Swing Thing. And to help me is my husband, Robert Kincade, who's going to enter now. We did an exercise to start off with on learning about where the connection was for the leader on the leads for the whip, where the pressures were. The other thing was for the ladies to pay attention to the line to stay square, and the leaders to also stay square to that line and keep center to center connection. And so the exercise was you couldn't touch your partner, guys, with the hand that wasn't leading. So you can only have connection with the leading hand. And ladies, when you go into closed dance position, not to place the hand here, just to keep the hand off the shoulder. So, and this is your exercise, and to make sure that you're doing your actual step instead of grabbing on, which I know you'd never do, grabbing on and dragging your body through there. So we're going to show you what the exercise looked like. It was 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It's the basic whip step, except for we're just not staying connected the whole time with all the hands like this. We're just releasing various hands for where the lead was not actually taking place. And sometimes I dance like that. I'll let go and just play with the hand that's actually doing expansion, contraction. The next thing we did was, while we were doing our exercise, we added the little foot lift, the man's left foot on the count of 3, instead of doing 3 and 4, and that looked like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So we had a little leg line going on there, and it served a couple purposes. One was to improve your balance. The other was to watch your distance from your partner and to not let the pitched line happen to your body line. So if you're standing on one foot, it's pretty tough to do this line and come back up, especially if you've only got one hand. So try those exercises. It'll help improve your balance and your distance awareness between you and your partner. The last thing we did was the neck wrap whip, also known as the kissing whip, if you steal a kiss. But it starts from right to right hand position, and you're going to turn the lady the opposite way. She's going to turn to her left. That has to be done by the hand. It went like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So guys, remember that you're going to turn this hand over. When the lady gets to the other side here, you've got to stay square to your partner, and the feet have to do the pivoting concept where you're going around and then you're turning out. We have to remember that there's pressure in the hand until the lady starts turning right here, in which case the pressure is very little. It's just connected. And after that, just to finish that off, we did a face loop sugar push that went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you could add a little body roll if you want to, ladies, or the guys can add a body roll. And I think that was it. We demoed part of the bum wrap, or the thing that followed the neck wrap whip, but we didn't have a chance to teach it in class, but it is on my advanced West Coast Swing video, which you can get from me by mail. All you have to do is contact me, 415-585-6282. Had to get that plug in there. And that's what we did in the whips class on Saturday. Thanks. Hi, Michelle Kincade here to show you what we did in our last class on Sunday at the Swing Thing. It was the Intermediate Advanced West Coast Swing class, and back to demo with me is Robert. Yay, here he comes. We did that whip variation that was the behind the back hand change whip, and the first thing that we showed was just the behind the back hand change whip, which is your base. So you want to make sure you have that before you go on to the next piece. And that went 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're going to do this from the other side just to show you where the hand connection was and talk a little bit about making sure the hand is down low, not up high on the back, and that the hand change when she turns around doesn't jam her shoulder. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4 hand change on 5. Remember, guys, that you want to stay with her with your right foot pointed between her feet, rolling her out. 6, and we did a basic hand change back for 7 and 8 in the basic, and actually we did in the next variation that we're doing too. So that was the basic one. Then we took it up a step, took it from intermediate to advanced by adding a hand change, by adding a hand change and a snap back. So we go 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and snap her back toward you. So her left foot comes at you on the count of 8 instead of anchor tripling right here. So we were here on 8. Then we did the body wrap where we went 1 and 2. Then we pivoted with each other. 3, 4. We did the hand change. 5 and 6, wrapping her up. And then we did the slingshot exit where you shoot her forward and pull her back. Total of 12 beats or thereabouts. If it's more beats or less beats, that was okay. We talked about that in class and we explained all that. So hopefully you were in class. I was going to do one more thing. I forgot what I was going to do. Well, we're going to do this one more time, and maybe it'll come to me. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. I remembered. Guys, if for some reason she pulls her hand out of your hand when she's turning because she doesn't know exactly what you're doing, or she has a better idea, go ahead and go with the flow and just do a rollout step. We did this in class where we went 3 and 4, 5, 6, snap her back. If right here she pulls her hands out of yours, just go ahead and finish with 5, 6, 7, and 8, and just do a rollout, catch, and continue on. It's nice to know some emergency exits on how to get out of patterns when they're not quite working the way they should. So that was it. That's what we finished up with on Sunday at the Swing Thing. Thanks a lot for coming out and especially getting up at 10 o'clock to take that class.